Hello there, and welcome to my Bloons Tower Defense 5 channel. I'm Italian Ninja, and this is where I make attempts at defeating challenges I've set out for myself, make progress, and learn to get better at this game, and subsequently, life. If you enjoy this type of stuff, feel free to subscribe. If you comment, I'll shout you out. Okay, all my cool people here, all my cool homies, we're going to try to get farther than we've ever gotten before. I'm going to maintain focus as best I can. I've nailed, just so you guys know, I've nailed getting to about 47 to 49. I can get past 45, no problem, every time. I don't have any issues. I don't struggle with that. It's getting past, through the 50s. I mean, once I get past the early 50s, and I kind of got a good strategy to get to 63, 70. I know the path to get to 75. I just haven't been able to figure it out exactly yet. Nailed it. Nail it. Oh, man. You know what? We're restarting. Fuck this shit. We're just going to restart. I usually don't do that. I usually try to play one game per thing, but I'm just going to... I didn't like how I messed that up right on the first strat. Because it's you have to have a very efficient setup, and you can't waste any money in order to get to the higher levels in this. Yeah. One thing you guys should know too is that I think the hardest parts of the game are actually the earliest parts. Somebody might say, "Oh, I got to level 500 or whatever." I haven't heard anybody say this yet or anything. But I imagine that somebody would say "Oh, I got to level 500." It's yeah, but at what point is it not a challenge anymore? You guys want to hear something interesting? The most you are going to learn is doing the most difficult thing you can handle. Just let that sink in. Doing something easy, you don't learn anything. You don't learn as much as you could. So just really sit back and think about things like that, right? These are little things that I've come to the conclusion of throughout the course of my life. And it's just things I've observed, in myself, in the people around me. I got a good story for you guys. I think in the last video I told you a story about trying to cancel my gym membership and my father's truck deciding not to work. But I think there was another request. I think it was Trevor or something like that. Hold on, I got it written down here. I want to get it right. I think it was Trevocow 5371. I think he was the one who said it, that he wanted to hear the story about my broken bones. Man, I've had a lot of injuries. I got the list. I actually wrote a small list. Hold on, just let me make sure that I don't cause any issues for myself here before I read it. I'm going to pause here for 1 second. So this is the list of injuries that I came up with off the top of my head as I was thinking about Trevocow's comment. Broken bones. I've broken my arm. I've broken my clavicle. I've broken my tailbone. I've dislocated my shoulders I don't know, dozens of times. I dropped a 100-pound plastic sheet on my skin, or on my leg, basically on my shin, and it skinned the whole front of my leg. Because it's sharp like a knife. So it's sharp like a knife, and it dropped it, and it's heavy, and it just skinned it. I got shot with 380-degree Fahrenheit glue directly onto the same leg. Not the same time, though. It had healed. So, I put a drill into my hand. I got asphalt. I've had asphalt in my eye. I fell off a ladder. There's so many things, but I'll tell you guys stories about this type of stuff as we get to know each other, because that's what this process is. It's getting to know each other and trust each other. You guys are learning to trust what I say, and I'm learning to trust what you guys say too as commenters, right? Because there's I got to get to know you guys. So yeah, trying to think which story I should tell you. I should start with the broken bones because Trevocow recommended it. He wanted to hear that over, I think it was Shane Gillis. And I was like, man, you want to hear a story about me and my broken bones over a Shane Gillis story? I'll friggin' tell it. No problem. No friggin' problem. So I guess the first one I'll tell is the youngest injury that the earliest broken bone I ever had was actually breaking my arm. I broke my arm one day. I was going to the store to get chocolate bars for my family, and I used to be kind of the runner to run to the convenience store whenever anybody needed anything. And I did this time. I was going around the corner. It must have been a Sunday because the convenience store that was closest to our house is usually closed on Sunday. So I had to go around to the mini mart around the corner, and it was just easier and quicker to take my bike. So I was like, screw it, I'm going to take my bike. So I get on my bike, I fly all the way there, I get there, get everything that I needed. I had gone around to everybody and asked what chocolate bars they wanted and anything else that anybody needed, and nobody else needed anything, and everyone was getting a chocolate bar. So I go get everything, and on my way back, I'm about to turn onto my street, and I'm sure you guys are familiar with like the little dips in the curbs when you're walking from like across a road, right? Like it kind of swoops down and it's cut out, right? So you don't trip onto it, or somebody with a wheelchair can get onto it or something, right? I was going from the road onto one of those, but at an angle, and I just accidentally missed the cutout by like a little bit. And basically my wheel just got wedged right into the curb, and I flew over the handlebars and probably flew about 5 feet and landed directly onto my arm. Like, you know how you put your hands out in front of you to stop yourself? That was essentially what I did. I put my hands out to stop myself, and I broke my right arm. Yeah, I was so annoyed with myself and so upset that I'd fallen off the bike that I didn't even ride it home. I actually just finished walking at home because it was only like, maybe 10 houses away. And then I got home, I got inside, and I had to explain to everybody what had just happened, and everybody was like, what do you mean? That just happened? And I was like, yeah, I just fell off my bike, and, I'm like, I don't know, I think I broke my arm. And they were like, this is what's funny about that shit, eh? I don't know if anybody else has ever broken a bone, but it's like, there seems to be like it, I knew it. Like, I knew. It was pretty much instant where it was like, yeah, that doesn't look right. And I was looking at it, right? And it had like a huge bend in it. And I was like, that doesn't look too good. So right away, my mom took me up to a walk-in clinic, and we got it checked out, and they were like, yeah, we're going to have to get this x-rayed. And they did x-ray it, and yeah, it's broken. So I was in a cast for 3 weeks, and then they changed the cast and put on a smaller cast for another 3 weeks. I think I was actually in it for maybe a little bit longer, but I think it was about 6 weeks of total cast time approximately. Yeah, I mean, one injury leads to another one, eh? So I'm actually, at least for probably about 10 years or 15 years, I was a celebrity inside of the fracture clinic inside the hospital local to me. I say I was a celebrity because they have my pictures on the walls. And basically the pictures were like, look at this fucking idiot. Look what he did when he broke his arm. And what I did was, I actually, this is a silly story, but so my arm was itchy one day while I had my cast on. And what I ended up doing was I was playing friggin' RuneScape or some game. I was gaming, and my arm was so itchy, I just turned and grabbed whatever was there, and what was right there was a pen. And I didn't really think much about it. I just seen long pen and started shoving it in there and scratching. Turns out it had a pen cap on it, right? And when I pulled the pen back out, the pen cap got stuck in there, and it stayed. And then, basically panic commenced, and I was like freaking out trying to get this pen cap out. And nobody else shared the same level of like urgency as me. Nobody else, like nobody in my family, everybody was like kind of laughing at me and thought it was funny. And I was like, this isn't funny. This is like uncomfortable. This hurts. And the interesting part is over the course of 2 weeks, my arm essentially opened up, and started to take the pen cap into my body and was going to start to like, because I asked the nurse and the doctor about that when they opened up the cast and they seen it. They were like, what happened? And we were talking about it, and it was like, oh, like, well, yeah, you could have just come back in and we would have just cut the cast off. And, you know, because I remember my mom, I kept telling her, I was like, it hurts. It really hurt, you know? I mean, of course it hurt. It was like digging into my arm. I'm sure there's a picture of it somewhere. I should be able to post it and show it to you guys. It was pretty friggin' nasty. But it was so bad that they took actual pictures of it and posted it in the ER as deterrence for what you should not do. Like, if this occurs, or, you know, this is what can happen if you shove things in your cast. And it's like, yeah, like, you gotta watch it, you know? And it freaking hurt. Like, it was an open wound, painful, sucked. So, yeah, I wish it didn't happen. But what do? You know, you live and learn. Things happen. Am I still a little bit bitter about it? Maybe. Maybe not. Probably, yeah. Shoot. Again. Okay. Focus. 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 I'm not swearing. I'm saying focus. Okay? I'm saying focus. 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 Just focus. Everybody focus. No swears. Just words. Just words that sound like focus. Let's go. We got to get past 49 this time. I feel embarrassed. Anybody who's watching this who's like an actual dedicated person is going to be like, man, you haven't made progress in weeks. Well, it's Christmas. It's Christmas. Sometimes it's nice to chill. Sometimes it's nice to chill, right? Safety. Safety. Do I need a safety? I need a safety. Yeah, we needed a couple safeties there, just to be safe. Let's get this going right away. Come on. We want to make it as tight to the left as we possibly can. And I'm just going to upgrade this because, well, I want to. That's my life, bro. I make decisions. I do what I want. I mean, most of the time. I try to do what I want. As long as it's not hurting anybody else, then why does anybody else care? I guess sometimes, that's a good thing. Why does anybody else care if somebody else is hurting themselves? It's like, well, because sometimes it hurts you to see somebody else hurt themselves. If you see somebody going down a bad path and you really love them, you want to protect them and, you know, have them not go down that bad path. So, yeah, I could see it. Hopefully that's where you guys are coming from sometimes, is you guys are just coming with love, you know? maybe that's a naive way to look at it. I don't know. I think there's a childlike curiosity that I have. And I think that childlike curiosity sometimes makes me a little bit just, well, I can be too nice. Because I genuinely just want to help people a lot of the time. Like, I feel bad for some people, you know. It's like some of the situations that they find themselves in. It's like really, it's heart shaking, because you feel like these people are like, you know, well, like you're close to them, or they're close to you, you know. So, yeah. Anyway, we're gonna get another super wide. We're not messing around this time. I'm gonna go with this one back here. I need the guy out front to just basically, I needed to thin the balloons out, or absorb the balloons, so that the second thing can actually take the Moabs. Because if the super wide is filled up, then it doesn't have any room to actually take on the Moabs, right? So, yeah, that's what we're trying to do. That'll be really important for level 65. I think we could probably get past 63 right now, just with this bomb tower upgraded with balloon impact all the way. So we're just going to preemptively try to get a second super wide, and that's going to be it right there. Yep. And then we will go, let's put all of our resources towards this until we get the big intelligence. Big BMI? Whatever after the radar scanner is. Whatever's after the radar scanner. Can't remember off the top of my head. Find out right now. Monkey Intelligence Bureau. It's like the FBI, but the MBI, eh? MIB. MIB. All day. Okay. See if we can get MIB before 63. I don't think we'll be able to. Nah, 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 nah. There's a artist I've been listening to. I'm hoping some of you guys maybe might look him up and like him. His name's Arden Jones. Ooh. Okay, 63. Yep. You get him with that balloon impact. Get him with balloon impact. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, we're looking okay. I do need these things to be upgraded to tack shooters though. So tack shooters. Yep, that'll be okay. Yep, we'll be okay there. Okay, let's get Monkey Intelligence Bureau. Let's go tack sprayers on these. I gotta show you guys my strat on hard. I think I got a medium video I'm gonna be sending or putting out for you guys. Uses a whole, like a different strat completely, so change the strats up sometimes. With this one, you guys could probably see I'm onto something. It's just, you gotta actually nail all the slight variations in order to get past things. Yeah. Gonna go. I gotta get another stack set up here. We're gonna get another set. So we're gonna start right here with a tack sprayer for thinning things out. Tack sprayer, we're going Monkey Ninja right on the end. We will go. I want to get a bomb tower in here. Let's go bomb tower. Sneak in there. No, it doesn't look like it's gonna go in there. You see how it doesn't light up at all? Like, at least if it lights up, you can kind of like you can try to find the spot and sneak it in there. But if it doesn't light up, good luck. Good riddance, eh? Good riddance. Good riddance, Cynthia. Good riddance. Nah, 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 nah. Lightning bolt. Yep. Okay, faster shooting. Those are tack shooters already. Yep. Yep. Let's get it started. See, this is my focus mode, eh? Like, I can tell you guys stories when I'm not focused because, I like the earlier parts of the level I have kind of figured out, right? You guys have probably noticed that I've done them so many times that I kind of got them to the point where it's not necessary for me to focus on them as much as like this level. But when I get to a level like this, it's like, if I don't focus, we lose really fast. So that's why I'm focusing so much. Oh, what is that? We're okay. I'm going to have to get another super wide, or we're not going to get past 75 at all. I got to get another super wide right away. Super wide before I build the next standard stack. The standard stacks. Yeah. Okay. We're not even messing around. We're going right for that super wide. If we don't get super wide by 75, I think we're done. We might be done. No, we're okay. We're going to make it through this. But again, super wide. We need that super wide by 75. I think we're going to make it. Yeah, we'll make it to the super wide. Let's turn this into a tack sprayer. Okay. Get this. I'm not messing around with any of that right now. We're going to start with a next set right away. That's what we need. Yep. We're going to go Ninja. Ninja. I'm going to place the Ninja on the straight because they shoot straight. And we're going to go Lightning Bolt right away. We're going to rush Lightning Bolt. I like how this is going to they're going to get pulled all the way back there. I actually really like that with the Moabs. See, because the Moabs, like, now that they have all this extra range, it's like, so this Moab actually picks up Moabs that are coming by, and then it also picks up the ones that they get by him, too. So, that's good. Lightning Bolt is what we need. Lightning Bolt is what we'll get. Lightning Bolt. Okay, let's get Monkey Sense on those ones. So we don't get blindsided by any camos. I'm going to build another Bloon Chipper. I'm going to try to put it... okay, are we going to get by this? Dicey. 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 No, dicey. Okay. Well, I'm going to have to come up with something. 77 is the height. I've gotten to the height of 77 so far, so thanks, guys, for watching. Bye!